Hi, I'm Nathan Pierce. Today we're going to talk about district office visits and how you can conduct yourself and set up a meeting with your legislator or their staff at a district office. So let's go ahead and get started. When you're planning on visiting your district office versus the capital office of a legislator, you need to remember a couple of different things. The first is there's a big difference between the atmosphere at a capital office versus the district office. The capital office of a legislator is very busy because it's at the Capitol in the middle of the legislative process where there are lots of deadlines and bills moving through committees, getting voted on. There's a lot of special interest groups, lobbyists visiting their offices there all the time. Frequently, during the busy time of year, the legislators are in meetings, maybe 15 minutes long, back to back from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's a very crazy atmosphere. On the other hand, at the district office, even during that same time period that might be very busy at the Capitol, the district office is, they're doing work, but it's not going to have the same intensity. They're focused, instead of on legislation and meeting deadlines, they're more focused on district issues. What's going on in the district? People are, arguing about whether or not a shopping mall should go in. What are the water rights issues that are going on? But they're also focused on specific individual issues dealing with constituents. They're called constituent issues, where a legislator will hire special staff members just for handling issues where a particular person that lives in the district has an issue with a government agency, or whether it's a government agency at the state level or at the federal level. So, for example, somebody has a problem at the DMV and they're having a struggle getting paperwork through, and it's just having problems, so they contact their legislator, and they have special staff members at the district office that can help pave the way to get through those issues at the agency. Now, there are other issues where you might have an issue with a federal agency, and you can contact your state representative, and they might be able to help you, or you might end up needing to talk to your U.S. Representative at the House of Representatives or congressman. So they care about district issues and constituent issues, and that is all dealt with at the district office. That's the office. A district office is the office that is located in the district. So instead of, if you live in Redding, California, or way down in San Diego, you don't have to travel all the way to Sacramento to meet with your legislator or their staff. You can visit them in their office in your area. So you won't have to travel very far to visit them at their office if you visit a district office. So those are the differences, and you want to just remember that you're not going to be dealing so much with the policymaker legislative staff at the district office, but you will be making contact with staff members that help the legislator understand what issues his constituents care about. And that's who you are. You're a constituent, and they care about the issues that you care about because you live in their district, and they care about those that live in their district, but they also care about voters. And if you're a voter and you live in their district, then they care about you because they need you. They need to be reelected. So let's go ahead and get started about making a meeting. If you're going to make a meeting with either staff or legislator at the district office, you want to make sure that you have an appointment ahead of time, and that when you call in to make that appointment, you make sure they understand who you are and that you live in the district and Have your calendar ready to make an appointment. Don't go into this phone call with them lightly without having already figured out what your schedule is going to be. You don't want to have to cancel on them or reschedule after the fact. That would be very embarrassing, and it's disrespectful to them. So, to the best of your ability, have your schedule figured out ahead of time and try to book an appointment with the legislator or their staff member at a time when you are going to be available. Next, if you're bringing children to this meeting at the district office, and this is the same with a capital office as well, make sure that they're well behaved, that they're able to sit through a meeting, and consider too that they may be asked questions. They are likely to be asked questions. Legislators and their staff don't see a lot of kids. And so they're likely, specifically since this is an issue about education that you're visiting them about, you want to make sure that they have the answers to the questions that they're going to be asked. Frequently asked questions of young people are, what's your favorite subject in school? What are you studying in that subject? What kinds of things do you like to do outside of school? What do you want to be when you grow up? These are the types of things that might be asked of your students that you bring. So make sure they're prepped for that. Also, you can make sure that you are comfortable with meeting with a staff member. Don't be disappointed that you meet with a staff member instead of the legislator. Staff members are very important. They are tasked with understanding constituent issues, district issues, and informing the legislator of not just the facts, but also giving a suggestion as to what the legislator ought to do in response to your meeting. They have tremendous authority and they have tremendous influence on the legislators. So be aware of that when you have opportunity to meet with them. Don't take lightly the opportunity to meet with a staff member. Give them the homeschool information packet. The purpose of you meeting with them is to build relationships, help them to see a homeschool family, which many of them have never, at least knowingly, met a real live homeschool family. And so you can really make a great headway when you visit with them and you leave a positive impression. So do your best to do that. Leave a positive impression of homeschooling by just having a positive outlook. Don't muddy the water by bringing in other issues. Stay focused on your topic of private homeschooling. Make sure that they understand that that is the issue you're there for, and you're not there to talk about water or guns or anything else that might be a hot topic in your area, but is not the issue that you're there for. So stay focused on your issue and make sure that you leave with a positive note, a positive impression, and don't drag on your meeting too long. If it seems like they are ready to wrap up, then just be pleasant about it and take your leave politely and respectfully. You want to be respectful of their time, whether it's a legislator or a staff member. Sometimes they might be interested in extending the meeting, even beyond what time frame they gave you initially. Be flexible to be able to do that. As much as you can, be flexible. If they have more questions, try to be available to them. If you're not, make sure that they know how to contact you if they have follow-up questions. Also, if you are asked a question that you don't know the answer to, feel free to tell them you'll follow up and get back to them, or you can just let them know that my business card for Nathan Pierce is right there in the folder, and they can give me a call and ask the questions that they have. Make sure that you thank them for their time, and it is appropriate to send a thank you card following up from your meeting. Have your kids sign it. Even send a letter. Have the kids send a letter, handwritten, saying how much they enjoyed the visit. You can also make sure that they understand that there are other homeschool families living in the district. It's also great to provide some numbers to them if they're interested in that, and you can get that information on our website as well. So for more resources, I would encourage you to visit our website, fpmca.org, and keep up to date with our action alerts and emails by staying up to date with your email address on our website as well. And follow us on social media, whatever social media you use. I would encourage you to share information about FPM with your friends as well, and make sure that the legislators and their staff members know that we're not really asking for much. We're not asking for them to give us money. We're not asking for them to do something actively. We like the way things are right now, and we're not asking them to change it. This is something that is foreign to a lot of them, because usually when someone comes in for a visit, they're asking for money, some financial benefit for through a existing government program, or to create a new government program for them. So you have the benefit of being able to go in there to a legislator's office and just be a positive face, saying thank you for your service and providing information to them, offering to answer questions, but you're not asking them to do anything. Thanks for watching, and I would encourage you to make that phone call and prepare for your visit.